welcome to Food Travelers. In this episode, we are in Las Vegas and we're heading to a speakeasy, which, if you don't know what a speakeasy is essentially a hidden bar. And then this bar, it's actually called The Lock, and it's located over at the new Horseshoe Casino, also what was known as Bally's Casino.
Yes, I'm actually pretty excited to come to this one. I remember we stayed at the Bally's a few years ago, and it was nice. It had a lot of different things going on, and I actually didn't know about this whole underground section of the hotel with all these different activities that they had. But some little bit of information I did want to give about this Speakeasy is as you're entering to the Speakeasy, you actually should be making a reservation to enter. And they do have a 24 hours cancellation policy, so if you cancel within 24 hours, they do charge your credit card on file $25 per person. And they are open daily from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. and gratuity of 18% is automatically included with that reservation. And they do have a requirement that each guest must have a minimum of 2 drinks, and there's a 90-minute time limit there. And any party with more than 5 guests, you will have to reserve the VIP area. And while we were visiting here, they actually didn't allow us back there because they had a group back there.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And with Las Vegas, there's just tons of bars everywhere, and they all have kind of different things in terms of kind of theming and everything else. And this one was actually pretty interesting because there's kind of that 2 parts you saw earlier. There's kind of this front bar which anybody could go in. You don't have to have reservations, and you just go buy whatever you want. And it was pretty interestingly decorated because it had all the kind of curiosities, and so a lot of oddities that were just around decorating it. But to actually get into this speakeasy section, you actually had to go through kind of like a room escape. It's not really difficult at all, but you kind of go in, and you saw it earlier with the keys on the ceiling, and then you kind of have to come with a code and then kind of get yourself into the room. And so once you come in, then you're in this kind of secondary room where you have this other bar with seats and other kind of decorations it was pretty interesting and kind of a nice little thematic entrance to kind of go through everything before you start your kind of night and have your drinks.
Yeah, I thought the lock area, the theme, and how you get into the bar, I thought that was pretty fun. And I remember while the bartender or the hostess was explaining the situation to us, she was like, okay, at this point, stop recording because it's special for the guests only. And the experience kind of explains like the backstory of this whole bar or the setting of the year that it was set in and all that information. I'm not gonna go into the details on that because I think that's kind of makes it special for the visit. And I do really like these names of every single drink. It is titled accordingly to the theme of the bar, and I thought the whole that decor and the design of it was actually pretty fun because there are other times that they did explain that they would have you call in before you get into that room with all the locks and everything. And they have all these different type of lock boxes with games inside too, and I thought the whole experience was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially in Vegas where pretty much there's a bar within a stone throw's distance from anywhere you are, and a lot of little places kind of have to stick out. And I've been noticing, and maybe it's just something that maybe I haven't paid attention too much, but I mean we go to Vegas enough, but I've been noticing a lot more of these speakeasies popping up around the casinos, and in this case, this one was pretty fun. I remember when we went down to the ice bar, and we enjoyed that too. It was definitely a different experience. We'll leave the link in the description box below if you want to see the episode where we went and visited that. But definitely a lot of bars are kind of popping up with all different themes, and so it's kind of, I think, an exciting time to go kind of try some different places to get some really nice drinks. And again, kind of going back to the drinks as well, the first drinks that we did have, you kind of order from a menu that they have. Of course, you can scan your phone and it'll pull up the menu on your phone. And as you can see here, there's the QR code, and you actually can pick whatever they make. And the actual drinks were really, really good.
Yeah, and on the other side of that QR code is the secret menu. And it kind of asks you like a few questions of like what your mood is, what do you prefer in terms of ingredients and everything, and the bartender kind of just puts everything together for you. And I think my secret drink, I don't know what it was exactly, but it was pretty good. To me, it tasted like kind of like a Starburst. I was looking for something a little bit sweeter at that night. I generally prefer things that are more bourbon based, but this one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I really enjoyed the first one I had, and then that second one, it was just kind of it kind of hit the spot. After I drank, I was like, oh, this actually fit exactly the mood I was feeling as I was answering everything, and it just matched perfectly. So the bartender did an awesome job with actually matching to the preferences of what you kind of felt at that time. Because as much as I enjoyed the first drink, I actually did enjoy my secret drink even more so than I did my first one, you know. But overall, both drinks very, very good and delicious. And of course, you know, just having the whole atmosphere and service also really great. The waitress would come over and she would ask how we were doing, if we needed anything. And of course, you know, if you wanted to drink more, you can always get more.
Yeah, definitely. So overall, I really did enjoy this one. If you're looking for something different in terms of a bar experience, definitely check this one out. For this notable is my secret drink. I really enjoyed this one. The bartender could just read my mind and my mood, and she made exactly what I was looking for.
I agree, Micah. Definitely the notable for this one is the secret menu, as the kind of items that you put matched perfectly with what we wanted for what the flavors we were looking for that night. So definitely a great thing for a bar to have.
And to support our channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the YouTube algorithm. And for more photos, follow us on Instagram. See you guys on the next episode.